I'm Tony Craig. I play Jack Huey on Due South.
I am Catherine Bruyere.
Hey everyone, this is Ramona Milano, otherwise known as Francesca Vecchio.
This is Paul Haggis, and you're listening to Due South by Southeast.
I wish this podcast would carry me away. But while talking to Squee and Michelle get a word in edgeways, record over a bottle of rum on the dock of Southampton Bay. Hey, Due South, that is what we're talking about. Due South. Saddle up my microphone, give the Finn Baker a bone. Due South by Southeast.
Hello and welcome to Due South by Southeast, now helpfully on camera. Hey. So guys, nothing's different this week, just everything normal. Sorry, let me do the welcome at least. Hello and welcome to Due South by Southeast, the show which gives Due South its dues one episode at a time, even during the holidays. I am Detective Squee. The pup behind me is today Mountie Lieutenant Willow, and don't know if she's picked up on camera, can never be sure, but she is on the taller seat this week. Please welcome Mountie Michelle.
Hello. Oh, that my uniform's falling down already. Look, so unprofessional. Sorry. Hi.
It's not that kind of show, thank you. You see, I wrote off to the fancy dress company. I said, dear fancy dress company, we're very formal that way. I would like a Diefenbaker costume for my dog, and I would like a Mountie costume for myself. And lo and behold, of all the mishaps, just like yeah. So Johnny at the costume place will be getting sternly words from us.
Sternly
worded letter. I mean, I may not be able to say the words, but the letter will be stern. No, I just thought it'd be funny because me and Michelle agreed to come on as Mounties after years of promising it, and I thought it'd be hilarious if I just showed up as Stephen Baker and Willow as the Mountie.
I genuinely thought we were both going to be sitting here dressed as Mounties today.
But
look at the effort I put in.
But what you're saying this was an effort? Come on, I even got the coloration right. Genuinely, there was so many wolf or dog onesies, which it was totally the wrong color. I really researched this, so this was not. I put my effort into this job.
Okay.
However, what I will say is there will be an episode coming up at some point. I will also get a Mountie outfit, so we can do the triple Mountie. So we've still got that to look forward to. And if you want to get Diefenbaker onesie for that,
maybe I should.
Maybe we'll have Willow. I think Willow Hawaiian shirt. He could be like Ray Vecchio. That could be fun.
Yes.
You see. So it gives us the ability to do this again. Perhaps. Actually, no, it's going to be really practical. I was going to say perhaps at Squee Fest because I was planning doing Squee Fest in February next year, but that would mean I would have to 24-hour podcast. I would have to have a change break. No, I'm not making this challenge any more ridiculous than it is.
If you had like like when people getting changed, like on the stage and everything, you go backstage, there's curtains, people are helping you. If you just had a team to help you change into your outfits for Squee Fest, it could be done.
No. Just no to all of it.
Maybe for March then. We'll see.
In March, sure.
Yeah.
Why?
Because in February you're doing Squee Fest.
Yeah, so why would we
March would be the next month. You think we're going to do more than one a month?
No, I'm wondering why. So Squee Fest we're doing February.
Yeah.
Do you mean on the next Due South after that we'll do the Mounties?
Yeah.
Well, what's the occasion for that month? Because like this is Christmas, so this is
It
early.
has to be an occasion. It can't just
I
be for
think
fun.
so. When's Canada Day?
Okay, we'll find out.
This is totally a conversation we could have off mic.
Okay.
Just welcome to us sorting out our calendars. We've got some comments. Oi, oi! Hello, Sarah. Kirk.
Sarah.
Looking great. Michelle. Sorry.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank
Dressed
you.
as Diefenbaker here with Christmassy festive nails. Don't look too close because they're a bit chipped, but they're the red and the green. Got Willow here dressed as a Mountie. I mean, it's a friggin' dog dressed as a Mountie, and you pick out Michelle. I mean, Michelle. You look
I
great.
appreciate it, Sarah. Thank you very much.
I'm not gonna. Come
Oh,
on, look at that.
okay, that does look good.
I mean,
That does look good.
I'm not going to, of course, say you look anything but great, Michelle. But Willow, let's face it, Mr. Deep here. There's something for everyone here on Due South by Southeast. Oh, I haven't done any podcasting in ages. This is my second one today, and I did one last night. Oh no, sorry, it's like to say I haven't done any in ages. I've been doing the Star Trek one weekly still, but Dr. Squee show's been kind of here and there. We did this whole kind of Twin Peaks thing where we went through all the episodes of that, and we just did the books today. And I made my own homemade cherry pie.
I saw a picture. It looked good.
It was you love to have a slice.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely lovely. Never made cherry pie before, and I don't think I've ever had it because I didn't. Cherry isn't my favorite. Like I would usually go towards an apple or something. Absolutely gorgeous though. Even if I say so myself. So we had that with some coffee while we were doing the one where we talked about Twin Peaks. That was kind of fun today. And doing this, it's just really lovely to be back. Yeah, just doing a bit more podcasting, as well as the wonderful Star Trek one. I absolutely love doing Retrek, but yeah, and I'm really looking forward to getting Squeefest going for next year. Why have I left that comment on there? Jesus, that's just encouraging you, Michelle.
No, but she says
Willow is, of course, the best looking. Yes, well, no one's going to argue with that.
There's no competition.
So, my dear users, welcome to our Christmas / New Year special. Not too many decorations. There is a Canada flag and my Canadian maple leaf clock there, which you can just see in the background, as well as us dressed up. So, and actually the room, look at the bedding on my bed behind us at the moment is kind of festive color, or, you know, it sort of matches the color scheme of the white and the red. So,
yeah. We're fitting.
So yeah. I dressed this up all like that on purpose. I mean, the Canada stuff I did put up on purpose. But anyway, we will never mind all that now. It is, of course, the week between Christmas and New Year. So we thought it was a great time to do our festive special. We've not done too bad this year. I think in previous years, it was getting very spotty for your juice outs. I think we might have averaged about one a month. Maybe just under ish, and maybe 11 episodes. I wouldn't be surprised. And one of them, of course, well, we won't say who it was with because that's coming up. I've just realized it's only got my name on the corner screen
because it doesn't recognize me now. I'm all dressed up.
Well, it's like it's one of those devices, AI. They sometimes make mistakes. They pick up on the name of the user, and they didn't detect you on the screen.
And I'm actually higher up than normal as well.
And I made up the AI bit, of course, just in case anyone thinks that is something that's happening here. How do I change the name? Michelle Vamp while I'm doing
I don't know.
Bits. Talk to the audience.
Talk to them. I don't know.
What do you mean talk to them? Like, don't say that with such I'm sorry, dear viewers, listeners.
What do you say to these people? I don't know.
These people, Jesus.
I love these people. They're here for us. I love these people. I
apologize for her rudeness here.
Well, I'm only going to say then that we're doing things a little bit differently this time because we haven't actually watched an episode.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you explain the conceit of what we're doing?
So we kind of had a plan. We've kind of gone slightly off plan. So our plan was
just to I'll help you out, vamping. So just out of interest, who was the person who came up with this plan?
You.
Right, so you know, I will assume that I stuck doggedly to it and did not mess about, and certainly didn't run out of time to complete my task. So sorry, as you were, Michelle. How did we both do?
Well, you didn't attempt it at all. I don't think I slightly attempted it, then went completely off topic. So we were planning on having a chat about Canadian folklore.
Oh,
Mountie.
Did you host while I'm doing this?
Yeah, then I just ended up looking at all kinds of weird random stuff about Canada. So, and that was more than you did. I don't think you looked at anything. And then
how dare you
tell the truth?
No, what actually happened was, it wasn't that I didn't bother to do anything. What I actually did, oh wait a minute, sorry, this will be worth it in a second. Unless you're listening on audio, then you won't see what comes up on the screen.
So I'll read it out. So
no, it's going to come on. It's going to go on the screen, guys. So,
but if it's audio, they won't.
You can read it out when it comes on the screen. Just now. So I think I've represented all our names correctly there. I don't think I've made any typos or anything.
Oh, there might be a slight typo with Whittle.
So it's Detective Squee, Mountie Michelle, and Lieutenant Willow, due south by southeast. What
but this is the closest I've been to being the same height as you on one of these.
Probably I know.
Ever.
You've gone up to Whittle from Borrower. I mean,
okay, so I need to take this as a positive, and
I mean, okay, we'll go think you would. That's all I'm saying. How can it not pick up on a Mountie?
Exactly on a due south.
Well, it just probably thought it was an empty stack of clothes, like or one of the like in the cartoons where you got the two kids or three standing on each other's shoulders and the undercoat. When it collapses and you just got the one left in the hat and the rest of the outfit's just draping on down. Merry Christmas, Michelle.
So nothing's changing this year then.
Still 2024. I've still got time. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but I've still got time.
Oh, one day you might be nice to me.
One day.
One day.
No. We'll get struck off the stream. And not just for our bad scene. In case we do anything that resembles June. Sounds unlikely, I know. So Michelle, what are we doing this week? So our theme was going to be folklore. I forget what you've covered, so I'm just going to probably restate. But the theme was going to be folklore. Michelle researched folklore. There is a part where I was helping out my mum, which I have moved in to help out because she is 86 and recently had a fall and break her hip. And I'm not just pleading on sympathy here, obviously. So I did help her out with a couple of bits. However, I then went out for a walk with Willow, where I planned to, and I recorded a podcast this morning, for Twin Peaks, which went a bit longer than I was expecting. Went up to a walk from here to neighbouring, to Romsey, where I am now, North Baddesley. And let's just say when I was younger, that seemed like a very, very much quicker and less painful walk. It is all uphill, all the way out of my town, just into the next one. And so I got back and I was like, oh yeah, more time has elapsed than I had planned for. And I was quickly guzzling something to eat, having a shower, and then Michelle was nearly here. And so instead I made a game. But come on, with 10 minutes to spare, I made a game. That's not bad.
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy your game.
Yeah, but I did. And we haven't played it for the viewer yet. So essentially the thing is this. So we're going to go through a few of the weird. So yeah, it started off you were going for folklore, but then it turned out to be weird and wacky.
This is what happens when you're on Google. Weird things can happen. So hey, I kind of strayed away from folklore a little bit.
Hey, that's just me. Like I've got ADHD. That's just me doing any task. It's like, how did sorting out the books? All the DVDs are on alphabetical order now by actor. How are the books? Oh, I'm getting to them. This is part of my system to get to them. How does that work out? Trust me, if I stop to explain, it would take too long.
Yeah, but I have no excuse. I was just on Google. Weird things happened.
But anyway, we've got that. And then I've come up with the game where we usually at the end of the episodes go through our biggest moments of the week. So our favorite Canadian, the most Canadian, most American of the week, which don't have to be Canadian or American. They just have to be acting like that. And we do a few of those. We've got that, but who you would pick for this year. And we came up with the rule that if you have any political answers, they can only be on the kinder side of things and not dig at the other side, because
It's too easy, isn't it?
We're not touching that shit. I mean, I'm scared on it. I'm not going to lie, but I've kept it. I've kept it on the side of positivity, not negativity either, not negativity, because the eggnog is done. Hey,
and I have a social media policy at work, so I have to be kind.
No, that's genuinely my thing. It's like I'm yeah. I think I've steered clear of being nasty. We'll see.
Oh yeah, because we also don't want to be nasty, so there's that.
No, this is a podcast of kindness. Would you like a chocolate? You see, kindness, vegan chocolates.
That is kind, and I appreciate it. Ooh. And I'm going to take minutes to have a look at what. Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have one of them. Thank you very much.
I believe this was from Amy and Chris.
Lovely. Thank you, Amy.
My stepdaughter from when I was married and her husband, and they're these lovely vegan chocolates. So big shout out to Catherine's original chocolate selection, plant-based. They're absolutely lovely, and yeah, very colourful and fun. It's kind of nice around Christmas time. One thing I do sort of miss is sometimes you don't get the kind of thing of roses or something equivalent. So when you got a selection pack like this, and they're all wrapped in the different wrappers, and these are really funky flavors as well. Yeah, it's really nice. So
you almost feel like a normie.
You do. It's like I mean, some Christmas traditions, it's kind of nice. You just chuck them out the window and you come up with new stuff.
Yeah.
And you do stuff just because everyone does it like that. I could do this thing I just really like on Christmas Day, or just change it to something which suits me. But things like, I think, a box of chocolates, everyone likes that. Like, most people like that on Christmas Day. Sorry, I don't. Nothing against people who don't like chocolate. If you're a savory person, just cheese board as well. Very, very popular.
Yeah. Oh, these are really nice.
We're now both on camera.
I'm done.
Well,
I'll talk. I'll talk then.
Yeah, so you're leading this next bit.
I was going to say that we did get another comment from Sarah, so it might be nice to put that up. There needs to be more kindness in the world. There definitely needs to be.
Honestly, we always end the show with actually, sorry, in my other show, then a world where you can be truly anything, please be kind. And I feel like it's always been the mission of Due South by Southeast. It was born of silliness and having a drink and a good time with my best friend, and it was just to talk about a old TV show we thought was fun, which we thought no one remembered, and we were so very pleased to be proved wrong. And how many people remember about it? Not just that we talked to here, and that we have interviewed on the show from the show, but it's just talk to people randomly. I go, oh, by the way, I'm doing I did this Due South podcast. I go, geez, I remember that show. That was like my favorite show. Why does no one talk about that anymore? So yeah, real pleasure to see this all the time, and
we're keeping it alive. Yeah,
and I think it does keep kindness alive. Shows like Due South, it just speaks towards what we can do when we go towards the better sides of our nature, better angels of our nature, as I believe the saying goes. And Benny definitely represents that. Good friend Jonas, how you doing, Kitty?
Hey,
Kitty, as he's known, not just what I call him affectionately. You want a chocolate? Kitty, want a chocolate? Oh, Kitty, want a chocolate? Get your own.
Where did that kindness went quick, didn't it?
How do I get it to him? Just
he's kind unless you want his chocolate.
Sorry, I'll get over to America right now. I see how that's going to work. She says there's kindness and then there's practicality. Love my kitty, really. See, there you go. Anyway, right. Oh, actually, Michelle, why are you jumping the gun? Why would you jump through the format points which we keep every week?
Because you made me talk.
Around, just because I said you're taking over the section, which you're not yet, because we haven't done, of course, certain orders of the week. And I know I keep on promising it, and I really promise that by next episode, 2025, we will have video inserts for the jingles. So I'm not seeing them anymore, because I've been doing that since we were on video. And much better folks than I sang them, such as Blaine Garrison and Matt Lees, who does our theme tune and does some of the underlays on the jingles. So it's very much joint effort. However, Dun! Can you give me the information I speak? Dun! No, that's the wrong one. That's the best moments of the week. Michelle, you going to the
I was
other
just dancing along to it. I was just enjoying your
know.
singing.
Yo ho ho! We're getting drunk as hell. Can you tell me this? What rum are we drinking, Michelle?
Eh?
Actually, we need to. Are you nearly finished on that?
I'm getting there. My goodness.
Oh, because we want
You're
to start
right.
on the
I can
nice
drink up.
section, so
I can
it's-
drink up. It's Christmas. It's okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll pause while we finish these. We will. Sorry. Yo ho ho! We're not getting drunk quite yet. We'll have a few more, and we'll get back in there. Anyway, so rhymed perfectly. So before we do that, and Sarah has joined in with what we're drinking. We will get back in there in a moment. We've left the cocktail lounge in the due South by Southeast log cabin. Actually,
Okay.
these ceilings are pretty good for a log cabin. It's not bad.
It's lovely walls and ceilings in here.
Yeah, it's a very like log cabiny.
Mm.
So I always said it feels like, you know, like whichever podcast studio or bedroom, whatever we're recording in, it always feels like it's kind of like the log cabin which Benny's dad's got
Yeah.
in the later series. But anyway, I digress. Or the one which they do in North when they first go there.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first one.
Anyway, I digress again. So instead, we will do Mini Mountie Club Golden Circle.
Oh, for a minute I thought we weren't going to do it. I thought you were going to leave me hanging.
I was doing like it's a carol.
Okay.
You know, like
okay.
or a hymn. You know, for
It was
Christmas.
beautiful. It was beautiful. Don't
Yes,
don't
it's
feel bad
Mini
about it.
Mountie Club Golden Circle. Amen.
Amen. Oh,
Non-denominationally. So we're not getting involved with that.
I hope you've all enjoyed our singing. Luckily, it only happens once a year.
Was that enjoyed or endured?
Endured.
If
They might have enjoyed it. You don't know.
you enjoyed that singing, please do seek professional help. There are the good
Yes,
people at the
I think
Samaritans.
there are some places you can go to get your hearing tested. We would
Sorry, to
recommend
get you what?
your hearing tested.
What?
Oh, shush. Shush.
Well, do you have to make it that easy? I mean, Jesus, I like a challenge every now and again.
You've known me long enough to know I'm pretty gullible.
What's a ball?
Not going there. Yeah, so we're doing the golden circle. So we're not going to be adding a min. You just carry on with your chocolates.
You
This guy.
you queue up the feature.
Right.
And then I'll induct our inductee. And let's see how much I'm phoning in then, Michelle.
So
Plus, we're talking at different times. Then we can each finish our rums.
Yeah, but if you stop eating the chocolates, you can get your rum done quicker.
But if you got on with this, then I could be doing
If I could find the right page. I
it's
found it.
almost like I'm trying to do
found
this
it.
just to wind you up. while
Yeah,
you're doing
I
it.
mean, I'm used to you winding me up. Is what you do. I found my golden circle. Yeah, so every Christmas. Oh, come on. How many times am I going to say this guy in this podcast?
Come on, we know the ceremony that is involved. The inductee joins us there, the Mini Mountie Club, Golden Circle. And, you know, those kind of like things go off like bits of gold ribbon.
Yeah.
And thus the inductee goes in as he is, or she goes through the circle and is given a golden shower. What, the golden ribbon?
Now I feel like
Showering
I should
down on them.
apologise to
What,
who
so-
were inducting
So
this
ribbon
year.
is going down. I don't know what you're suggesting, Michelle.
This is a special occasion and you're cheapening it.
And by the way, this is nothing like anyone who we induct, we really do mean it honorifically. I just found it hilarious because I'm a child. So our inductee, that's not taking the mickey out of you. You are very much welcome into our golden circle.
I can't stop giggling.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm sorry she made it so childish. I would never do such a thing.
Right. Let's gain
I was
some
thinking
control
ticker
of
tape. I was
ourselves.
thinking
And
some ticker tape. That's what I was thinking.
what we should, what we need is like a picture of the person and
Oh, fuck yeah. No, sorry, I'll sort that out, shall I?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like for next Christmas, can we do this nicely, please? We need a picture of the person.
1 second. No.
Oh no, you're getting them up. You're getting them up.
Shh. Keep talking.
Oh.
Track.
Shush, keep talking. What do you want me to do?
Well, it's just to
So-
keep talking to them.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking of lovely graphics just to show them just how special they are to us and why they're being inducted into the Golden
And
Circle.
I find the best time to suggest that is
During
the show.
during a live podcast. Yeah, I don't see the problem with that. I think we've got a graphics designer that can make that happen live. Or we could just wait until next year and do like a really nice thing.
Keep talking. Oh my God. You create.
Well,
Don't look like this one was me.
Well, let you talk. I'm drinking.
Oh, this is really fair.
Do we appear to be talking more like children this year than normal?
No, I think that's about right.
Well, I think eventually we're going to get a lovely graphic to really show off the person that we're inducting this year, because they're special to us. They're special to this podcast. They're special to Due South. And this is going to be a meaningful representation of them in our Golden Circle.
Could oh yeah. Just stop talking there. That'll be.
So it. Oh, we got some.
Don't talk like you. They can't see what you're looking at. Talk as if this thing isn't happening right now.
Oh my goodness!
As I sincerely almost wish it wasn't right now.
You'll be glad to know there will be a podcast happening tonight. And
you suddenly wanted an image of our inductee. And,
I never said do it right this moment, did I? I was saying for next year I think we could produce something. You're saying we're going to get some lovely songs, and you're not going to have to be singing them. That's going to be lovely. Next year, nothing. Obviously, you have the voice of an angel. We've all heard it this evening. Next year, we could have like a lovely presentation for our Golden Circle. Maybe we could even come up with like something lovely for our Mini Mountie list that we do. Although, if I feel like
Mini Mountie Club one.
Yeah, but not visuals.
Well, yeah. I'll put video to it. That was the idea.
I feel like maybe I could bring this hat every time we do it, and I could put it on for announcing the Mini Mounties. I think that would be a nice touch.
Yeah, let's do that.
I might do that.
And I won't change into onesie. Sorry about this, guys. This was Michelle insisted. She said definitely don't.
I definitely
don't
never said this. No, definitely never said this.
It's definitely worth all this effort
my
that you're
goodness.
going to. That was Michelle. Where the fuck is this gone?
It's definitely gonna be worth it. Everyone's gonna be really glad when we get back to just watching an episode and talking about it.
Well, I literally just saved it. Where's it gone?
I don't know. I mean, there's always going back to. Oh no, I saw it.
Right.
Oh.
So now Michelle stopped messing around and getting distracted from the show with silly side projects. This year, we were once again honored to welcome another member of the Due South TV show team here on Due South by Southeast. I got to talk to the man, the myth, the legend. He's been on the show a few times through comments and watches our stream quite regularly. Stream is not a referral to anything I might have said previously about the Golden Circle.
I think we need to drop that.
Stop bringing up Michelle. Anyway, so without further ado, it was so lovely. We've talked about him coming on the show for many years, and we just had a great chat, and I feel like we had a lot in common. He is, of course, fan favorite Tom Lissus. Welcome as the first inductee to the Mini Mountie Golden Circle to have his picture on screen when we did it, thanks to Michelle insisting.
It was worth it, wasn't it? It was worth all
Not
of
at
that.
all. I mean, well, Tom, handsome man, looking great there, but I think it wasn't worth it. But Tom is worth it.
Tom is worth
always
it. And that's why he's in our Golden Circle.
He has. Yeah, you made that sound more. That was not me. That one was not me. So, can you open this while I
can
queue up
try.
the next
Yeah.
bit? So, Now we will go back. We're going to leave the golden circle. We're going to shut it. We're going to preserve it. We're going to place the there we go. We're going to spin the wheel on the vault, as in that episode of Due South, to close it for another year. And next year and next week next time we will be back with normal Mini Mountie Club. But thank you once again to this year's inductee. Sorry,
how you do it with this hat on? Yep.
Oh!
Welcome to the circle, Tom.
And as you can see, Willow's pretty well.
She's very excited.
I was going to
about
say
it.
move, but I can't justify that whatsoever. So anyway, now, yo ho ho, we're getting drunk as hell. Better pour up now, because we're drinking Michelle. Eh? So what we do every year, and we definitely do this on purpose, is we pour and drink the rum for the first time on camera. So we experience it live with you. It's definitely not just something that's happening now because we haven't poured yet. And okay, what rum is it first? Then we'll
rum and reggae.
I have my camera
Serious
flipped so it's
rum.
the correct way, because otherwise it really messes with my head. Everything being on the wrong side. So sorry, the wrong's on backwards. Funnily enough, I've actually had a cup from this rum company since there was a festival during the summer, just local kind of day of bands. Yeah, it's supposed to festival, show type thing. Anyway, they had this rum was sponsoring them, so they had those as the cups. So I've got one of the cups, but I've never tasted the rum, so there's going to be a new one. We're also going to tasting. We've had some old Hopkin, and we're going to be also trying Ciario, which is the LD brand, which we highly recommend. They're the ones behind Old Hopkin, and this is Tell No Tales Mango made with rum. So it's let's face it, it's a rip-off of Dead Man's Fingers, but very much looking forward to tasting that one. Jesus Christ, Michelle, even for your measures.
It may not have meant to pour quite that much.
Well, I've got
I was trying to pour with my left arm. It's clearly not as strong as my right arm. So I
measure that.
Oh dear, this is only the beginning and it's already messy. Can you imagine?
Only just bigger.
Imagine after this. And I think, yeah.
So, Kirk, what have you been drinking? I'm on the Baileys, and I think the Baileys has made me go silly. I think the rum may have done the same for us. Plus,
we've had one rum. We're already silly, so we're with you here, Sarah.
Yeah, I think it's partly the rum, partly just craziness of life at the moment, really.
It's life, it's Christmas, it's rum, we're in costumes.
I would say, yeah, we both had particularly busy times and challenges recently.
Yes.
But at least you're getting a new kitchen.
Yes. There'll be more craziness in my house, though, for a couple of weeks. It's going to be madness.
Good, because you'll never be able to leave your house for paying for it.
Yeah. I can't afford to come here to do any more podcasts.
So you might need some
pay for my kitchen.
Yeah. I'll come around and visit you, and maybe you can, when you've had a cheap week, you can jump on the train and come and do a Due South by Southeast.
We could do a podcast from my new kitchen, just to justify spending the money,
Would be well. The thing is, you see, I never want to be rude when I come around yours and leave Gary out, and it's like, unless he's out somewhere, then he's in there, and I want my Gary time if I've got my Gary there.
Yeah, obviously we like our Gary time.
I mean, yeah, you're all right there as well, but Gary time, come on, it's great.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys know SpongeBob, but sometimes I just randomly sing I'm going to say that. Now I'm going to forget the words to the song from SpongeBob. It's like, Gary, come home.
Two things. Just one sec.
Oh no, now I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Okay, if you guess what I'm going to say.
I think I know what you're going to say.
What I'm going to say is, every year, I don't do Christmas cards anymore. I give money to charity. I was thinking of giving it a tenner to ADHD UK, charity very close to my heart. If you've guessed what I was going to say out of either of the two things, I'll make it 15 quid.
Okay.
So, Did you first of all think I was going to tell you that this year they do this sort of like they did it as a Zoom online thing for the last few years, retelling of It's a Wonderful Life. They've done it with Brendan Fraser and with and that was the year he did The Whale. So you know he was getting Oscar, awards for everything. You've had Ted Lasso himself, Jason Sudeikis, just at the height of the fame of that. Rosario Dawson was his Mary. And Christina Applegate and huge stars in those. And this year they got the cast, not doing silly voices, but they got the cast of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, okay. No, didn't guess that.
Okay. So number 2. In fact, I'm going to let you say it. And if it's what I'm thinking, then it'll be funnier for me that you've said it.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to talk about when I was drunk and I was crying because I wanted my Gary.
Oh, that's hilarious. So now you've got that to do as well, and £5 charity. No, you didn't agree to that, so, but what I'm thinking is 2 Mountie hats here.
Ooh.
And a very, very short woman. And this is Mountie hat, but the size of a doggo. Put on the hat, Michelle.
What, on top of the hat I'm wearing, or just take the hat off?
No, take off that hat.
No, see, now I regret.
And we're getting a photo of you in the little hat. And you thought you knew what I was going to say.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to take the mickey out of me because that's what I'm used to.
I mean,
because this isn't taking the mickey out of me.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, I didn't feel like put that. Just tuck it in underneath the hat. Tuck it into the hat.
I'm so sorry, I'm not used to hats.
I don't think the strap's going to fit round you.
I was going to try though.
Oh my god, that's so naughty.
Merry Christmas. How do we ever do even close to a professional podcast?
We don't. That's the answer.
We don't. Yeah.
Are you going to swap back or anything?
Okay. Oh yeah. I could just keep it on.
Whatever pleases you. But yeah, I've had my moment. So yeah, Sarah. Yeah, Bane is making it go silly. Thank God we're being so professional and sensible and not going off the rails for Christmas. By the way, I don't know if it picks up on camera, but I don't know if you've seen over in that side of the room. But it is 7 of 9 from Voyager, like a cardboard cutout with dragon wings on her, and the head of Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller fame from a movie he did, and he, like a silly giveaways for the Kickstarter, he did like his head on a stick. So it's basically a 2-headed magician sci-fi woman dragon monster.
Standard.
So, just so I say that while you're doing that. And why when you missed Gary?
Oh, that was many years ago.
I was just going to leave it be, but you know, Michelle got maybe a little bit tired and emotional one night when we'd been out, and she decided she needed to leave that minute. It's like, sure, cool, okay, yeah, we'll just call you a cab. It's like, I'm gonna walk, I'm too drunk. And it's like, okay, I want Gary. It's like, what? I want Gary. Gary's home with the kids at the moment. It's like, I want Gary. I'm phoning Gary. I go, is there any way you can walk downstairs, like, you know, leave the kids? And he's going, no, they're really little, which fair enough. But I was like, yeah, that's a good point. It's like, okay, we'll try and get her up there. Like, and this was when you're on the top, of quite a flight of stairs in a block. It was just all the way. I was like, I want Gary.
Hey, we've all been there. We've had a few too much to drink. We've got emotional. We need our Garys.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally called out for. I mean, you say our Garys, it's the same Gary.
Our Gary.
I just miss him.
We all need our Gary sometimes.
Gary,
to Gary. You might be watching. If you are, to Gary.
And to Canadian Santa as always.
Absolutely. That's quite strong.
Oh yeah, wonder how that happened, Michelle.
You let me pour.
Yeah, it's
that was your mistake.
So, Michelle, let's go for the folklore.
It's nice.
Oh, it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lovely rum, by the way. Yeah,
very nice. Reggae rum.
We should try with something other than energy drink as well, but
Mm.
we need to get through the ones.
But yeah, it still tastes good. Yeah, so the folklore stuff. So our Gary, he did. He sent me a link to some Canadian folklore stuff, and it was all a bit mad. It was all like weird creatures, and I had to go at reading some of it, and I couldn't read most of the words in it.
They look fantastic.
They do. I don't know if
But it's not very visually interesting for that. I mean,
yeah, I'm wondering if can we like.
I'll tell you what. Say that we'll get some pictures on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get.
It's a very visual
Yeah.
medium, and we'll sort that one out for later.
I think so. Yeah.
Is that all you got on folklore? Because we could
Yes,
Look, I'm sorry. We will do folklore again another year or another special.
They visually
I'll tell
look
you
great.
what, that might be a good Canada Day one.
Yeah.
It's Canadian folklore.
Yeah.
So I'm really sorry. Fuck, as I say, it's been a mad time. It really has. So I almost did a swear. I'm trying a little less to swear. It might be actually. I don't know. I mean, we drink a lot on this podcast, so I was going to say, yeah, if we swore less.
We're not promising.
The Netherlands could watch, but it's like we only guarantee that. Usually on Squee Fest, we do a family-friendly one, if possible. But okay, so what we've got instead, and I will give Michelle this that I just very last minute was like, I haven't had a chance to research anything. Here's some categories of awards for the year. Essentially, we're giving out to people based on our categories from the end of Due South by Southeast. So we have, as I say, from different episodes, most American, most Canadian, best Stephen Baker moment of the week, sorry. And I've extrapolated those into questions, and you've got to pick someone not from Due South, but from around the world who this year has exemplified these things themed around Due South. Okay? So, Michelle, our first category.
Yes.
Most Canadian. Tell you what, I've decided we should build up to the most American, most Canadian.
Okay.
We're going to go.
You're going to be disappointed with mine, but okay.
I think we should start at the end one, and we'll work our way up.
But how many Mounties?
How many Mounties? Oh, actually, no. We'll save that one. Sorry, we'll save that
Yeah.
one. We'll do the list backwards, and then we'll go back down for that one.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Structural thing. That's all. So, Michelle. Mini Mountie of the year. So this is not from Mini Mountie Club, although we salute you in the Mini Mountie Club. Thank you for joining us every week and for being part of our city club, which was made up to get to 100. We've long since passed that and had a lot of fun doing it. But who is your Mini Mountie of the year? The young person who achieved something. It can be personal to you, or it can be just someone who's done something of note.
Well, I actually went for something that was like personal to me. She is a mini Mountie. She is a mini me.
No.
I'm actually going to say my daughter Neve, who is on our mini Mountie leave. And the reason I'm going to say this is because I think she's always kind of struggled to find like her direction in life. And I feel like this year she's actually done that. She knows what she wants. She's applied it. She's going
Thank
for
God.
it.
I thought if this way you're going to tell me that she's pregnant. I mean, it's like, geez, like
No.
So he said he was building so big. I was like,
I'm going to be a grandmother. No.
Uncle,
Granduncle?
Honorary granduncle. Yeah.
No, but it's also relevant because she wants to be a police officer.
Wow.
And obviously Due South is
And
about.
she's going to go to America to become one.
I hope she's.
Sorry, to Canada.
I hope she's not going to be.
Not America.
No, I was going to say, what, in Chicago? Chicago? No.
Yeah.
We don't want that. No, but she wants to.
Nothing against the good people of Chicago,
no.
by the way.
Just terrifying if that is your child that wants to be a police officer there. But yeah, I think she's found a direction. She's dedicated. She's working hard towards it. And yeah, she will be policing our streets at some point. So very exciting for her. Very proud of her. She's my mini Mountie of the year.
Mini Mountie, of course, is a child. How old is she?
18.
Yeah,
18.
She's child.
she's still my baby.
However, sorry, sorry about that. However, what I've done has gone in a very different direction.
Okay.
The problem is, I know this person, but I've never had to pronounce their name. So I thought, right, okay, I could pick some great artist, some great young creator, some child who is the next Greta Thunberg, who is changing the world for the better and trying to save us from mankind's greatest successes. Maybe a child who's gone on to inspire people in some great and heroic way. Who I've gone with is Riley Alice Rakui. She plays Rock Talk in Star Trek Prodigy. Star Trek, one of Star Trek's animated series. They did 2 series. They did one which was shown on Paramount Plus. They sold it to Netflix, who showed the second series, which was already filmed but had been cancelled by Paramount Plus. There are still hopes they might do a 3rd series, but that was a really kick-ass ending to a fantastic show. There was a serious reason, joking aside. Like, she is a young artist, it's worth saying, but that show I found endlessly hopeful in a kind of world which can seem shy of that at times. And it's all about... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's all about this group of young kids. They've been just rejected by everyone, and they've been sent to this planet of hard labor. So it's all these children working the mines, basically. And they find a prototype Star Trek ship, which has been lost. And they take it and they kind of escape. And even though they're nothing to do with Starfleet and those ideals of that show, which I love so much, which is all about kind of hope and about kind of a hopeful vision of the future and working together and all these noble ideals, they become it just by will. Like they see this way of life through the ship, and there's a hologram on the ship which teaches them about Starfleet, and they just see a better world when they've been the people who've always been left behind and always been rejected. And I felt like that in my life before. I feel like kind of I know I've spoken a lot about this on this podcast, but I through my ADHD diagnosis, going on medication, I feel like I kind of can do more and be more. But it feels like, given that chance, being someone kind of in the position that they were in, not like I wasn't doing hard labor on a mining planet, I will confess that, but school was no picnic. It's just it's
Comparable.
It's go from a position of kind of hardship, and no one really, I would say no one believed in me, because some people did, including my mum. But yeah, you feel like you aren't exactly the people going like, oh, that's going to be a world leader. you know, it's like, and to then feel like you get somewhere, and for people to believe in you, like your good friends, it means a lot. And I think that show represents that hopefulness for me. So for that, she is my Mini Mountie of the year. And I believe she's under 18. I think the rest of the cast are adults, like some of them playing kids, but I believe she's an actual kid.
Okay.
So
Someone's going deep here.
She plays this big rock monster, but like it's a little girl's voice. And it's like this kind of cutesy, like wouldn't harm a fly, beautiful person. But because of how she looks, she gets treated like a brute and a monster. And her voice comes out until the universal translator does a real voice, and it's a little girl's voice, and it's adorable. Yeah, so yeah, I have gone deep with some of these answers.
Oh dear, because I really haven't with most of them.
Well, I've gone deep. I've gone a little bit funny, and I've got out and out pandering on my list, if I'm honest. So let's keep on going. So that's our young people. Classic TV theme tune, Last in Your Head. I thought because due south by southeast. Well, our tune.
Our tune is great, thank you.
Lyrics by myself.
Yeah.
All the rest of the magic behind it by Matt Lees. But yeah, the due south theme tune is such a banger, such an earworm. What theme tune's been in your head? It's Peppa Pig.
Surprisingly not, no. I actually went for What We Do in the Shadows, because I've been watching a lot of that. It's such a brilliant theme tune, and it's something that I've been watching. And I'd recommend, if anyone out there hasn't watched it, I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. Brilliant show. It's great. Yeah, it just came to an end as well. Yeah. And I really enjoy the movie, but the movie and TV show is so different. You can't really compare them, can you? They're in the same world, which is funny enough. And the spin-off called Wellington Paranormal, which fantastic. You should definitely check out, which not a lot of people have seen. So if you like What We Do in the Shadows, it is so much fun. It's goofier, younger brother. And I love the fact that it's like they know they don't have the budget of an American TV show. So they have a lot of fun being silly. But then as it goes on, they actually, in the last series, it feels like they get a budget bump. Yeah. And they have a bit of fun with that. Such a fun show, though.
It's great. It's like the X-Files for people, like X-Files with no budget. Like in the world of the TV show.
And being really silly with it all as well. It's just brilliant.
If you're at home with chocolate, okay. Oh, good choice. Yeah, nice one. Bring you into it. Chocolate Michelle.
Oh yeah, I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. I'm just going to randomly guess this time. Thank you.
They're all lovely.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answers. So anyway, So for me, it's been Twin Peaks. Watching back that show, it is such a huge. It's insane. It's surreal. It can be really funny. It can be great drama. It's just so many things, and that theme tune just captures it all. You just feel like you're going to this big epic. And it was originally pitched as meant to be sort of like a take on soap operas, but David Lynch being David Lynch just made it really weird and fun. And I think actually you really like it. You should watch it.
Yeah, I've never actually watched Twin Peaks, so maybe I'll have to give it a go.
So you've got the original. There's a movie Fire Walk with Me. David Bowie's in it.
Amazing.
In the movie, in one little bit, but his character becomes weirdly central. And then you've got The Return, which is one they did in 2017. And the character at the end of the original says, "See you in 25 years." And at the time, they were still hoping to get another series. But as it turns out, the next time we saw them, the show went out 25 years later.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
cool.
What TV show gets to do that? But yeah, they dun, 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 dun. It's got this big swell to it. It's great. So Michelle said, stuffing chocolate in his mouth like the professional he is. Most like Buck Frobisher of the year.
This was a hard one to do.
I found it easy.
I actually went for someone who I kind of thought is similar, but also very, very different in a way. I went for Martin Short.
Okay.
So he's a fellow Canadian. Really funny guy, really good comic actor. I think he can do straight acting. He can do comedic acting. He's
so sort of like. I mean, you've gone more, and I approve of this. I'm not arguing with it, but you've gone more like Leslie Nielsen than Buck, I would say.
Perhaps, yes.
No, that's hey, look,
mate.
Oh yeah. You have not followed the very strict rules of the game I made 3 minutes before you arrived. How dare you? How dare you, man?
I know.
This episode about folklore, not at all. But anyway, sorry. Yeah. So I feel like you've gone more for Leslie Nielsen, Buck Frobisher, which is absolutely fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's hard to separate, Buck Frobisher from Leslie Nielsen. He's such a.
So I'm going to make an adjustment to the camera. Just before we went on, I accidentally hit it, and I've realised it's just showing a lot of ceiling. There you go.
Oh no! Now I'm on camera.
I think Willow... that was meant to be the idea.
Willow's on camera too now. That's nice though. But yeah, I think they're both probably from the same.
I'll put your Paul's cream out camera.
Yeah, thank you. That's appreciated.
Yeah.
No one needs to see that.
Yeah, I mean, period's one thing. It's when you get the rear ear. That's the fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rear ear.
Yeah, that's what we all call it.
I just think like women, rightly so, talk about all this. It should be open. It shouldn't be an embarrassing topic. Men, I think, still feel stigma. And as someone who has suffered from piles before, I believe we should take back the rear ear.
You take it back.
None of us should be.
Take it back, men.
Oh, I've lost it.
That's all right. We can eat more chocolates.
So anyway, sorry, Sarah is more familiar with the Twin Peaks.
We went from Leslie Nielsen to Martin Short to Piles.
No,
very quickly.
To the rear ear. We're rebranding.
Okay.
So anyway. So yeah, no, I like that.
You never know what you're going to get from us, do you?
No.
We could go anywhere.
And frequently do.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, I didn't have a lot of time. But the person that came to mind was Martin Short. I'm bringing this right back.
I feel like if you could cast them in the same part, but they play it totally differently.
Yeah.
But both
But
would be genius
brilliant.
takes.
Yeah.
Like they're not the same type. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can totally see. I could see him as Buck Frobisher, but it would be very.
It would be different.
I feel like it would be a bit sillier. I think in
Yeah.
that particular instance, that's more a Leslie Nielsen one. But
Leslie,
there's some of them I feel like that they've done over the years, which would be interchangeable. Probably Martin Short could do. I reckon he wouldn't have done bad on airplane. Airplane.
I mean, Leslie Nielsen was just
Naked Gun.
a genius at playing the straight character in just insane situations.
Yeah. No, good.
I don't know. That's where my mind went. And he's a Canadian. I thought, oh, perfect for a due self.
I've gone with, and I will say, so I thought about this just now, and not before I wrote this. I'm not going to include super recent events. There might be something that they did that. Pardon me if I don't go into, but I thought someone who, like Buck, gets a little bit confused, very funny, has done a lot of good in their time. Perhaps when we meet them in Due South, when they've got to that end point of their career, maybe not as sharp as they used to be, but still inside right, hopefully doing some good things. So goodbye, President Joe Biden. I hope you enjoy your retirement. I say we'll just pardon anything which happened after that, which maybe might not be as good for this case.
And pardon your son.
So what? I don't know what you're talking about. I certainly wasn't alluding to anything.
We are not
like that.
talking political.
No, we're not. No. I was trying to keep it positive. Then I was like, I've gone. Do you know what? I don't want anyone to think I really agree with that. I sort of understand it. I saw that. I'm going to very quickly go. Look, I think if you're going to make the case that it was so, as has been said in speeches, Trump doesn't go after his kid, that would have been fine. But he didn't. He said, it's like, well, what dad wouldn't have.
I mean, you get it, don't you? You get it.
I just wish maybe he'd done it in the way that, Anyway, moving swiftly on. So, Sarah, thank you. I'm slightly distracted as I type this because I have my TV on the background and there's Beyonce
starting. Oh, do you mean strutting her stuff?
Oh,
strutting her stuff. I think she means because I think that's what Beyonce does, isn't it? And
you're saying that is more visually exciting than us.
I'm sorry, Sarah. Do you want us to be up here strutting our stuff? Is that what you're saying? I feel this is the vibe that we're getting from Sarah tonight.
I feel
we can't compete. We can't compete with Beyonce.
Oh, Sarah's written, "You're breaking up. Sorry, can't hear you."
Oh.
No, she hasn't.
It's the Bailey. Blame the Baileys, and we absolutely apologise for not strutting as hard as Beyonce is.
Do you know, the worst thing is I sort of want to ask what the TV show is, but then she might answer and then everyone will switch us off.
Everyone's like, oh, that's on. Okay, bye.
Beyonce, I mean, Queen Bee. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I can't compete with Beyonce. I'm not going to try. You know.
Oh.
I bet.
Oh, no.
I bet Beyonce.
Oh, no.
I bet Beyonce's never been on telly in a Mountie costume though. So I've got something on her.
Like something she might have done.
No, she might have done.
Especially when
if she was in Canada.
I could picture Destiny Child or three of them dressed up like that, but they're doing it in the Charlie's Angel poses. Like it's some sort of tie-in to sell it to the Canadian market.
Could have happened, couldn't it?
Anyway,
could have happened.
So off Michelle's political rants. I'm sorry about her.
My political rants?
Yeah, well, don't bring them up again. Glad to hear you're omitting it though. We've got the best double act of the year, and you get bonus points, which I don't think either of us will have got, for them being from different countries.
It depends how you're willing to look at mine, really.
I nearly said a joke, which is not right. So let's move on.
So mine,
Ramesh
Raghunathan and Tom. I was going to say Tom Daly, but he's the diver. Tom Davies.
The wolf and the owl.
I mean, because Ramesh.
What does it say there?
I can't see where you're looking at. Oh yeah,
exactly.
We got the same.
Wow. I mean, of all the double acts we could have picked. That's yowzers. You tell your reason, and I think I know your reason, and it doesn't count the TV show I think you're going to say about might be from another country. That's not them being from.
No,
different
that's not. No.
No. Look, Stace, no. I told him. I said no.
I said no. Oh, I did a head wobble
don't
and
think-
everything. I did a head wobble and everything then.
I don't think it went back there by accident, quite frankly.
So, yeah. So they. I mean, I both of them amazing. They've done a few things together. They're absolutely hilarious. I don't know if you know them, our listeners out there,
Well, personally,
watchers
I
out
don't
there.
know them.
And I don't know them personally, but
I mean, I love them, but, yeah,
they've done a few things together. And I wasn't so they did do commentary for Takeshi's Castle when they redid that program recently. But I'm getting there. Sorry, too much talking, not enough drinking. But that wasn't why I was going to say that, the different countries thing, because Ramesh Raghunathan, even though I think he was born here, his parents are from Sri Lanka. Does that count at all for them? No.
So you're saying, oh, what close enough? Like
Close enough. His parents are from Sri Lanka.
I mean,
Tom Davies
Michelle,
is
like,
English.
how many generations does it have to be before Ramesh counts in your book? I'm sorry for her. I really am. He's British. I couldn't tell you.
I
this.
was just I was reaching
God,
there.
usually
I
she
was
saves these
reaching there.
rants for before we go on there. These unsavory race related. No, sorry, I'm really kidding. Sorry.
He's one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah,
I got
he is
nothing
half
against
Sri
him,
Lankan.
yeah.
He is half Sri Lankan. I'm just being a dick for
Just because why not? Why not?
Christmas? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, anyway. So what? What's got to do with anything? I love Sarah. She has been at the baby. I wouldn't mind seeing David Marciano striking his stuff. No one was talking anything about David Marciano. I mean, Beyonce striking his stuff.
I love the
maybe?
fact
I
that
don't
Sarah
know.
is watching Beyonce going, oh, I wish it was David Marshall.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love
You
you,
do,
Sarah. We love you, Sarah.
yeah.
You drink your Baileys, you enjoy your night, you think of David.
Striking stuff with Beyonce
Why not?
and Ramesh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. So why did you pick them though? Did you get there?
Oh, just because they're amazing. I love them. They're funny. They make me laugh. And I just think, I mean, you might find this is a bit of a theme for a lot of my stuff, but I just think with the way the world is, it's so important to find some comedy out there, to find something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I just think they're brilliant. I mean, they're both brilliant separately. You put them together, genius. Absolutely love them both.
Well, this is actually another one of mine, which is does go a little bit serious. Basically, this year I discovered their podcast, The Wolf and Owl. So Tom's the wolf and Ramesh is the owl, and it's like a lot of male friendships. They take the piss out of each other. They love winding each other up on the podcast, but they're also very heartfelt. They talk about mental health struggles as well as kind of other problems which are going in their life. There's nothing, it seems like, is off bar, but everything is discussed in a friendly, sympathetic way, unless, as they take the piss out of each other, which is all good fun. Like, there was a lovely story about when they were doing King Gary, which was Tom's sitcom. He booked Ramesh a ridiculously tiny room, and only when they were talking on the podcast did Ramesh goes like, look, I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to ask you on air, and like whatever it is, I want it to be the truth, and like no matter what, not gonna lie, this could be like an interesting wrinkle on our friendship. He goes like, and he talked about the room and how it was like other people went in and go, Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. And he goes like, I looked at everyone else's room was bigger. And he goes, I know you got the big suite up top, but like, you know, everyone else was big. He goes, did you do that as a joke, or was that an actual accident? Because if it was a joke, why did it last for the whole of the shoot? He goes, well, I want to admit I did do it as a joke, but I thought it was a little bit smaller. Otherwise, I would have gotten to change it afterwards. But I did say, yeah, give Ramesh just like the smallest room, because Ramesh guested, like, was a semi-regular on the show. It's just wonderful. But anyway, I digress. They've got a wonderful friendship. And so they talk about mental health issues. They talk about anything. They get people to write in and talk, ask questions to the show. So like a little advice section. And they're very open about the fact that they are people who kind of struggle with confidence in the past and all this stuff. And it's just a really sweet, fun podcast. And you know, Romish is big into hip hop. He does a show on Radio 2. Tom's used to be a builder, and he talked about how when he went to the palace to meet the king for this reception thing, and he got to tell him that he did part of the guttering on the palace. And that was his conversation with the king. And just, yeah, they're two people very similar but very different as well from kind of stuff which they've done in the past and their interests. And it's just a wonderful friendship seen all the time. So I would highly recommend it. And wow, I did not expect us to pick the same thing for that category.
Since you told me about their podcast, I've actually listened into some of their podcasts as well, and they're brilliant, aren't they?
Okay, you've got a dribble left coming down.
I'm getting there.
Oh, come on, it's a mouthful.
The
left.
pressure.
Oh, it's a nice poppy thumb.
I wouldn't have minded drinking up, but it was quite a strong drink. Woo.
Well,
I'm guessing that's probably going to be the only thing that we've actually got the same on our lists.
Well, let's find out. So we go into the next category. The next category being best Diefenbaker / animal moment of the year. Shall I go first for a change?
Go on then.
I mean, I did write one that I thought better of it, but I would still like to, because I felt bad because it really wasn't about the animal itself. So still, I want to give a salute out to the people of Springfield, Ohio, for not eating any dogs. So none of them, not a single one.
Okay.
But is it political though? Is it?
No, we're fine.
I'm going to go with dog pull. Deadpool. I think the dog was called Moose.
Yes.
No, that's the dog from Frasier. Forget the name of the actual dog.
Blinking saw that dog last night. Can I remember its name? No.
But it got to travel around the world doing press. It's been there on the red carpet with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. And the second I saw it, like I genuinely can't think of many dogs. Like usually it's if they got a horrific injury, then obviously I feel awful. But it's like when people go, "Oh, it's an ugly dog," it's like I can't think of many cases where I haven't thought it's like it's still beautiful. It's still like a lovely, loving creature, and it's like I find it hard to see a dog as ugly. It may not be like sometimes the wiry kind of hair. Where it's curly just looks weird. Like it wouldn't be
almost like a little Mohican thing it had.
Yeah, but there's some of them. I'm just saying that's the only time it's like, well, it isn't the type of dog I might choose to get, but I still see it as a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
And dog pull I just thought was just lovely. It's just so funny, and it was just licking people's faces, but it was just great. It was just.
And do you know that dog is actually British?
Yes, I do. Makes you proud, doesn't it?
That makes me very proud. I have to say.
Having,
I'll have me Pepsi.
We are now trying. We're going to go into the Man Tell No Tale or Tell No Tales Mango.
You know, I really like quite the fruity rums. So I'm looking forward to this one.
So it's your turn with what was the dog that you would choose?
You assume it's a dog.
Sorry, dog.
Assume.
My mind just goes to dogs. Well, yes, Sarah. Right, okay, Sarah. Okay, you're sort of steering into my point with the dogs that they're all beautiful. Yes, all animals are beautiful. We're just picking one.
Agreed, Sarah. Agreed.
We think all these people are beautiful. We pick, but there's other people who act like Frobisher who are equally great. Just these are the people on our list. If you've got an animal you would like to suggest, would you like to join us? Yeah,
if you got anything you want to suggest, Sarah, definitely let us know.
Opposed to telling us all animals are beautiful.
We know. We love them all, really, don't we? We love them all.
I'm in a very silly mood, just for a change.
Glad it's not showing.
So
for mine, I feel like this is needed.
It's a dolphin.
No, this is my cat. This is almost my way of apologizing because I feel like, my cat, he's not a young cat.
Mario.
To our beautiful Mario, I'm gonna drink to my cat. I love you.
Oh, that's a one.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
Cheeky.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A lot of mango and a lot of spice.
approved.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mario, I got thrown there for a second, but I have a cat. And he's not young. He's in his middle age, bless him, and I get on very well with my cat. And do you know what? This morning, I felt like I had my very first argument with him. So this is my way of just clearing the air, apologizing. I'm sorry. I mean, it was his fault, but I apologize.
That's not a real apology when you then blame the other person.
It was a weird moment this morning. We had a weird thing this morning. I mean,
drink to Mario right there. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Let's drink to Mario. Bless him. I love him to bits, but my God, cats can be dicks sometimes, can't they?
Oh God, well I can tell one.
So this morning,
sorry. Yeah.
It's the same every month. So I've got a weird old Victorian house. So my bathroom, you've got to go downstairs, go through my kitchen. There's the toilet. Every morning, it's the same situation. I come downstairs, I walk through, I'm always going to go to the toilet before I feed him in the mornings. He knows this. This has been going on for years.
Yeah, they just got her off the litter tray a few years ago. Yeah.
So it's my usual routine in the morning. I come out of the bathroom. I don't know what was wrong with him this morning. He was being more of a dick than normal. And he decides...
That's a cat scan.
I'm walking through the kitchen afterwards because I'm going to go and feed him. I mean, we know every morning I feed him. It's never not happened, right? So I'm walking through my kitchen. He decides to do this weird thing where he runs down the side of me, runs in front of me. I put my foot down. I stood on his paw. I didn't mean to, but he did a weird run in front of me.
Pet abuse is what we're confessing live on camera. RSPCA, if you're listening. I mean, confession, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I've never not.
Sorry. I know how much you love Mario.
Yeah. I've never not fed him, and why he felt the need to do some weird kind of like, "Oh, you're gonna feed me now, woman," thing this morning. He did this weird kind of jump and run in front of me. As I was putting my foot down, I stood on his paw. He yelped. I felt terrible. He was like, and then, oh my God, the look he gave me. He stopped. And he just stared at me. He stared at me. And I was like, I'm sorry. You ran in front of me. I'm talking to him like this. This is what we're doing in the morning.
Has this got to you at all? I'm not sensing any vibes here.
I was like, I was going to feed you, but you ran in front of me. This was an actual conversation I had in my kitchen at 7 o'clock this morning. I'm going to feed you. You ran in front of me. And he is just staring at me. And he doesn't normally just stop and stare. But he stared at me like he was staring into my soul.
Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Before you stare into the soul. Tom, I don't know if you caught earlier on the show, but quickly to say hello and wish everyone happy holidays. Can't stay as I'm in a Tim Hortons here in Toronto, reading script written by my students.
Oh, awesome. Amazing.
Have to get them to ready in advance for upcoming semester. Love to you all. Love to you, Tom. Tom, I don't know if you heard, but we actually welcomed you in our silly thing of Mini Mountie club, which we have every week. You have made it into the Golden Circle, which has honoured people from due south and connect into the show. So welcome to the Golden Circle, sir. Enjoy your Tim Hos or T Hos and
have a lovely evening.
Good luck with the scripts. Amazing. Well done, those students. Thanks for
lovely.
going the next generation.
Thanks for popping by.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure, Tom. Thank you so much for being on the show this year. And very quickly, before you continue your story, Victoria's put cats are cute too, but all animals are gorgeous. Yes, Mario's a legend.
He is a legend. He is also a dick at times, I would like to say.
Well, cat. You already said it was cat, so you know.
Yeah, so we had this stare off for like a few seconds. And then I was like, okay, let's go and get your food. And then I went to the door to open up the back door where his food is. And he ran out. He just ran out, didn't even stay for his breakfast. And that is so unlike him. He didn't even come back for about an hour. This is honestly like Mario, like first thing in the morning, he's like, I need my food. It's like he was in such a mood that I accidentally stood on his paw, even though he ran in front of me.
I'm listening, but Tom,
You lovable kooks.
cheers to you, two lovable cooks. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, look at us, lovable kooks. Look at us.
Well, lovable
Oh.
cooks. Tom, I don't know if you're still watching. Where's that? Where's that?
I don't know.
What's it there?
Oh, there, it's there.
Tom, I hope you're still seeing the sun. Look at that. Look at that. She's a Mountie.
And just in case you can't see, yeah, she is actually wearing a Mountie uniform.
Yeah, there was a problem with the order, so she got the Mountie. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, I'm honoured to be Diefenbaker right there. Took me ages to find the right colours. Anyway, sorry. As you were saying.
Yeah, so no, he just buggered off for an hour. And then eventually comes back like, actually, I'd quite like that breakfast, please. But I felt guilty about it all day that we'd had this argument in the morning. So that's why Mario is my Diefenbaker, because I've still got that guilt.
Wow.
You know, even though he was the dick, I've had that guilt. So as his cat mum.
Well, we've already covered, of course. My one, but I will say, earlier on, I walked up to North Baddesley to, is that early? It's, yeah, a neighbouring kind of little village to Romsey. On the way back, I went to turn around the corner, but a cat came out on Willow right at that moment. And Willow loses her crap. Like I've learned a lot of ways to steer her around and to like gently persuade her to move, make less noise. It used to be the only way I could stop her from whining, to the point where it sounded like I was abusing her in some way. It's like, ah, like the same noise, not as much like a crow as I made it sound like there, but I've stood on her tail by accident when she's been underfoot. And it's the same noise she makes then. She makes like a pulling the lead for the cat. And it's on a harness, so not like the lead shaking. I've just been very clear here. This isn't like over there.
Willow might have a different story, but
anyway, cat jumps out. And what I do is like I'm trying to picture it. Was it with my leg or my hand? Either which way, I get Willow by the harness or just by it and just push around. But it's quite a quick movement, but it's like it's gently against. So if like I was doing this and pushing you around while we're trying to go around the corner with you pushing in the opposite direction. So it's not like I'm pushing you into the bush or anything. You're kind of giving resistance against, and that's the motion.
Okay.
The person who drove past in the car didn't get all that nuance. All they heard was a dog screaming and me going thwack.
Oh.
And I'm like, they were driving past and they gave me such a look. I'm going, I need to give you some.
Not abusing my dog.
Yes, I mean, basically.
You didn't see how it started.
If I had gone past that, I think that person's abusing their dog. Like, you know, I was half hoping they would stop to give me what for, so we could explain.
So you could, excuse me, sir.
I'm really sorry, I can't jump down. I know that looked really bad, but I was steering my dog round the corner to get away from the cat, and I'm just going to take to pick her up again. It was easier, like it screwed over my back, and Jesus Christ, the walker was already doing that. But this is the bonus content you get in Due South by Southeast. That's our little pet stories. At least, like, I'm quite pleased with these questions. They did spark conversation.
when they have, haven't they?
I almost feel like we could do this every year, because like it'll just be different people. But I might give you 3 minutes warning.
Give me at least 10 minutes.
Oh God, so picky. So
they're about to get worse now. My answers.
Mine are actually about to get. Yeah, I think they're pretty nice. One's a genuine nice thing for me. The other one.
Oh yeah, mine about to get.
It's a little bit pandering, but I think it is genuine at the same time. So let's start out of the last three. It's a final countdown we've got. What's your most American of the year?
Yeah, I think bizarrely, the two that were the hardest for me to say was the most American and the most Canadian. So the most American, I ended up going with. And Victoria, if you're still watching, I think you might approve of this.
She's a Trump fan too. Sorry, no shit. Sorry, no. Ignore that. We're not getting political. Sorry, I just. It was the least appropriate thing I could say.
I love that
so
man.
I had to say it. I just like.
I love that man. I should
Yeah,
stop saying that
it's
just in
like
case someone could cut
We
that.
rip open the outfits. We're wearing MAGA t-shirts. Like it's no,
Yeah,
definitely not.
let me
definitely.
change
So,
this for my MAGA hat.
sometimes, and look, honestly, look, I'm going to say this right now. If you're watching this, I can't imagine anyone who watches Due South or is into the same shit as I am is of that voting persuasion. However, if
But
you
we
are,
accept anyone.
no, I'm just going to say that genuinely. Right now, we have to pray you're right and that we were wrong all along. Like, if you're watching this, I like to think you're a decent person who believed in something and believed maybe he was lying when he said the worst kind of things. Man, we hope you're right. Matt, like, we are on your side now. We want him to be who you think he is, as long as that person isn't a gun-touching person who wants to get people out of the country. Like, but anyway, like, that's
As he says, we're on your side now.
we want you to be right. That's what we hope. We hope you're right that there is a positive future there.
Do you feel like you're digging a hole?
Wait a minute. No, I haven't finished yet. However, that's not our primary belief. So it's not. So yeah. And sometimes for those people who are watching who like us are not of that belief, that he's perhaps as good a person as some people seem to somehow think, then we've got to laugh through these times. Sorry, I've got to. Sometimes you've got to make the least appropriate joke just to exercise that thing that's worrying you a little bit. So yeah, now I feel I've dug a big enough hole, and I think I've won everyone round. Quite frankly,
Not sure I can even remember what I was saying now.
have you ever seen that minus figure before the people watching before? That's new. So it's the most American of the week.
No, I'm not judging anyone on their on who they're voting for. Everyone,
Who's your most?
everyone has their beliefs in their
Who's your most
I'm
American?
I'm drinking my rum.
Do you want me to do mine first?
No, I'll go first. I was waiting for you.
Whoa, flow to the mic.
I was waiting for you to stop. Do you know what? I absolutely love the spice in this.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing that you get.
Like she's trying to
You
change
get
the
the
subject
fruit and then you
somehow
get
for some
this-
reason.
you get
Can't
this
picture why.
Bass. We're spicy tonight.
You get bass in it.
Spicy
Fish
tonight.
flavour, bro. Sorry,
We're
go on,
spicy.
go on.
Yeah, so my most American
Of the year.
of the year.
The
Miss-
most American person
of the year.
of the year. I went off key on purpose.
Oh,
this
I
time.
was on key.
We tell her
We
to
don't
aim
want
for
your
on key.
feedback.
We tell her to aim for on key because we know she never will be, so we're safe from copyright.
We don't want anyone's feedback on our singing, please. Yeah, anyway, I think I'll start saying everyone. Victoria, if you're listening.
She's not American.
No, she's not, but I know she likes the same person I'm going to say. I'm going Ronnie Radke.
Elon Musk. Go on, shut up.
Will you stop?
Go.
Will you stop? Ronnie Radke, he is a singer. He's
Watch out with that kind of slow motion.
oh my god. Okay, I'm keeping my hands down. I don't want
Given it we're just
any
talking
more
about-
controversies. I'm going Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse. He is he's one of those, I'm massively into music. And music has been a really big thing in my life over this last year, and I've only really just discovered his music, and I think he's possibly one of the most talented. See, yes, I approve, my god, yes, this is Victoria. He's
I assume she's talking about the last election mentioned.
nothing to talk about Trump though. No, Ronnie Radke, he's ridiculously talented. Like, it's ridiculous the talent this person has, and the band, they're incredible. I cannot believe I have not known of them, really. It's only been this last year that I've really discovered them, and the talent is immense, and their music has helped me through a lot this year. So I have
Can't
put
argue
him
that.
as my most American.
No, it's great.
Fantastic.
Actually, really funnily enough, it's a very different choice, but for kind of similar reasons, that it's something which has helped me through this year. I'm joking about politics because, god damn it, some of it scares me. And but to accentuate the positive, there was one podcast which I felt talked about everything honestly. They didn't worry about talking about fears they had about their own side. So like a lot of the time, this political podcast I'm going to talk about, because I said before we could do groups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like podcasts where they not only shout out the problems with the other side, they shout out the problems in their own side, in their own camp, and things which could be done better and how we could improve our cause. And it's a podcast, Pod Save America. They did a really good job of holding to account everything that was said by all politicians. I think they did point out certain things a lot of us had with the right of America at the moment. Talked about they were very brave actually in talking about how Biden they felt should step down. They were very honest about like, look, here's the downsides.
I think that you should have.
Here's the positives. But we go towards the kind of like he was a great he's a great president, but you know it's time for him to like anyway. Like I'm trying to keep this apolitical as possible, but I did like the fact they did that. And then since the Democrats lost because they are a left-leaning show, they talked about what mistakes were made very honestly, very frankly. These are some of the guys who were in Obama's team as well, or at least one of them. No, a couple of them at least. And they had on the team who were working with Kamala Harris and talked about what went wrong and asked them some very frank and honest questions. There's not many shows I had did that, and it actually helped me.
I respect that.
It helped me deal with the difficult time of like actually seeing what went wrong, what could be done in the future to make big changes in the way the right has made, which rightly or wrongly have given them power in America and is happening in a lot of countries across Europe, and what course correcting and actual radical ideas we could have on the left towards positivity and towards people. So that just really helped me this year, and I think it's certainly very American. I think at the core of America, and I hope that doesn't change, is freedom of speech and a free and fair press, which I'm sure is under no immediate threat. So Sarah Kirk's put, I'm off to go Zoom with some other users. We're going to arrange it so you will join us one week. We'll
say hello from us.
Yeah, we will get a bit better organized in the new year. But no, honestly, doing
maybe.
No, I will say this. I'll try and avoid the time when the Zoom meeting's on for the users.
Yeah.
Who've been doing that for years. And we can try and work around it time or day wise and hopefully get a few of you guys on. And we'd love to join you over on the Jews thing. Maybe we could do a some sort of crossover thing. I don't know. Be lovely. Anyway, Victoria, Falling Reverse are amazing. Been listening to them all morning as trying to fight off a horrid cold.
Oh no.
I did not know Falling Reverse's music had an immunity to the common cold.
They can cure a lot.
There you go. Their lyrics and their talent and passion are so amazing. Drink to them from me.
Victoria, we absolutely will drink to you and Vic. And how are you drinking so much faster than me? What is going on right now?
Why are you drinking slowly? Okay, anyway, that's fine. So we are on to our penultimate category.
Yes.
Going to the home stream.
Yes.
Michelle.
Yes.
That's my turn to go first. Most Canadian of the year. So time for someone to catch up on drinking.
Right, I'm getting there. See the pressure I'm under, people. You see the pressure.
Honestly, I'm trying not to connect everything back to a certain election, but something someone said on a show is when they were talking about the American election. It's like, if you're feeling down, someone once told me to always look for the helpers. And I feel like that's always Canada, is the helpers, the people who try and make a difference, especially when something's bad's really happened, like whether it's natural or man-made. And early in this year in this country, we had some riots, and it was shameful and it was racist. I don't care what anyone says. And it targeted people that are most vulnerable and those who are trying to help them. And the next day, there were people of all backgrounds, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, sexual orientations, sexual identities. They were just people of every different type out there helping each other and rebuilding and cleaning the streets of this country of ours. We were so lucky here in Southampton. By the time we got here, I think kind of momentum had caught up with the police, being able to kind of like get there in front, stop things, and put more controls in place. So just by like literally the next riot would have been Southampton when they stopped. And when I saw those towns get trashed and those innocent businesses and those innocent people, one thing they could look to was help their friends and their neighbors were helping them with rebuilding, and that was amazing. And it just seems so due south to do. You know, Benny would be the first person out there with a broom trying to tidy up the street. So when I put that on, I was like, it seems a bit cynical and pandering, but it's like it's genuine. What you can do. It was one of the most lovely things of the year last year. Or this year, I felt. And sometimes it can just be lovely to have some moments of beauty come out of moments where you feel a bit despairing. I feel like that's the kind of thing my list this year. Michelle,
do you know what? You've actually made me want to change my mind about who I was going to say. I think I was going to go a little bit silly, but
you were going to put Vance, I believe.
No, but what you've just made me think of is what a terrible.
What was your original person?
Ryan Reynolds. Just because he's Canadian, he makes me laugh, and he's done a Deadpool this year, and it was just I'm just
moving on. That
I'm just enjoying people making me laugh, because I think that's been an important thing in my life, like this last year. And I'll make, of course, and I'm not. Change. I just want to say, I don't think he is a cynical choice or a bad choice at all. I think he is a really hopeful person. The difference he's made in Wales and to a local community. Yeah, local, like local. Yeah, honestly, I like him as a person. I like him as an actor. I like him as a comedian. I like him as in everything he does, and that's why I was gonna kind of like pick him, because there's so much he does. I think that is good and positive, and we need a lot of positive. Yeah. But actually, you've just made me think of something, because something that I'm actually very proud of. And you know, I know that we've talked about this before. I work for the NHS, and something that happened like during these riots was there was actually Filipino NHS nurses that were attacked during the riots. And something I'm very proud of, when it did get to a point where it was looking like these things were going to happen in our city, and you know, as I don't always have the most positive things to say about our management in the NHS, but one of the things they did on that day is they came to me and they said, do you know anybody who is concerned about getting home tonight? Because I work with a lot of Filipino nurses, and the day before there have been stories of Filipino nurses being attacked on the way home from work, from a hospital, because of these riots. And they said, do you know anyone who's afraid of being attacked? We are going to pay for them to get taxis home, so they don't have to go out there. They don't have to worry about getting home. And I went around the unit and I found people, and the NHS paid for these nurses to get home safely. Even they didn't even know if these attacks were going to happen or not, but just to prevent our nurses from feeling this fear, we just paid for like everybody to just get home safely that day, because there was that threat of these riots happening, and some businesses didn't get it right. Not everybody did. And I do genuinely feel so proud to be part of something that can just preempt that and just be like, everyone is a priority, everyone's going to get home safe. Tell me who needs to get home, we will pay for them to get home. So I think kind of leading on from you, and I know we're trying not to make this very political, but I do feel very proud actually to be part of an organization that protected our nurses on that difficult day. I've got nothing to add to that. I hope more businesses and organizations, especially ones run by a government which is serving of the people, it'd be lovely to see more of them seeing that example and stepping up to protect the people at threat at times like that who've done nothing to deserve it. People that come to this country to work so hard to look after our people, and then to have the threat of that is just absolutely disgusting. And I'm not. And personally, I'm just glad for bringing this light-hearted, fun game to South by Southeast this year.
Oh my
It's been
god,
a tough year, isn't
No,
it?
no,
It's been a tough year,
it's
but
been a tough year. There's been some great stuff. Like there really has. There's been some just great moments of hype out there. There's loads of stuff past. Okay, there's lots of stuff which is past climate change, some which might not come to fruition, but they've actually committed quite a lot of money to make sure that some stuff happens.
yeah.
Regardless of some regime changes. There's some stuff like NHS pay rises for nurses and for train drivers, junior doctors hopefully will get a good settlement as well, which by the way, anyone who's complained about, it's just catching them up with what they should have got from inflation, which given we claim and we smash our pots and pans during lockdown, we claim that that's our best resource. Well, fucking now we're paying them good. I'm sorry, I don't see a reason not to pay them. I do see like junior doctors being annoyed they're not getting the same deal, and that's the fine for, I believe at the moment. Was it vice versa? It's the
I mean,
I believe it's the,
I was gonna moan like slightly like, oh my god, the junior doctor's got like so much more of a better.
Oh, sorry, it was the other
deal
way
than
around.
us.
Pardon me. Sorry.
But
Pardon me.
I will say,
pardon me.
I will say, I want them to make those harder decisions than us. So
Yeah, but
I
my
want you to
point
get
is,
paid for making those harder decisions. I'm not going to moan at you.
Let's stick to the positive.
Yeah.
There have been good things like that. Some people who deserve the pay, and we keep on saying that we treasure guilt and pay. Good. Like those people who do the trains in the middle of the night and just get such abuse, they've got to argue with someone over a fucking ticket fare when they could get attacked. Like, and they've got no backup there. So yeah, I'm all for that. And me personally, it's been just amazing this year to get on ADHD medication. It really has made a huge difference to my life and what I've been able to do and what I've been able to achieve. And I know going to next year, once I've got everything settled with my mum, now she's back home from hospital, and even though I will be doing some duties to, not for carer duty, but certainly to help her out, that'll be a factor in my life. But I think going forward, once I get this house, which was built, I think, before time began, it is a very old listed house, and it is full of loads of crap which needs to be got rid of. So it's been quite full on. And that's why I haven't been able to do as many podcasts and stuff the last few months. But going to next year, that's going to change. And I want to really make a priority of doing fun stuff like this, having a laugh with my dear friend Michelle, and to everything that Willow adds to the show. They're behind us. Cuteness, mainly.
Anything to say, Willow? Not today.
Friends, family, loved ones, thank you all. But that having been said, it's also been fucking trying. So what do we give? How many Mounties out of 10 do we give?
Oh my god,
2024.
do you know, this has actually been a really tough one because it's been such a mixture for me.
I mean, we've got a Tory government out, and we've got a Labour government.
We've got Labour government in,
and we
but
got
then
this Labour
even
government.
they were like,
So anyway, I think we take it personal. Like, let's try and take, even though it affects us, try and take the politics of it out of us on a personal level. How has this year been for you out of 10?
I think it's so hard to, because it affects you so much, doesn't it? The 100% taking the personal out. There's been, I'm gonna say 6 out of 10.
That's good. That's good. Like, it's below average. Above average.
Yeah.
By a bit. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I might go for 6. I was thinking 7, but it's like the end of the year gets a very high mark. I've managed to, like, Jesus, the ventures I've been on. Like, I've seen Back to the Future, the musical, Stranger Things show up in London. Crash Test Dummies was amazing. So many, I'm going to forget half of them, but so many gigs, theatre trips, everything. It's been amazing. But yeah, there's been a lot of hardships.
I think
there's
that's
been so
the
much
thing
worry
for
about
me,
my mum. Like, stuff which changes mum's life, which has changed mine. It just has. But not necessarily badly. Like, I'm adapting, and I feel like, funnily enough, actually, weirdly returning to my childhood home, I feel like I can build a decent future for myself and be there for my mum at the same time. So there's
That's
a lot of good.
nice.
So I think I'm going to give it 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It ended better than it began. And
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same. That there's so many amazing and lovely things I've done this year.
and last year was a shit show beyond compared to.
And I think the same for me as well. Last year was an absolute shit show. I probably would have given it a 2 out of 10. So I'm up to a 6 because I have done a lot of lovely things this year. Lovely family holidays, lots of lovely kind of like going out and music. I've been to like see Green Day live, Slipknot live. There's been lots of really good and lovely things I've done.
I need to do a toast in a sec.
Oh,
yeah.
Do I have to down this for you to have another drink?
Yep.
Okay, I'm downing it.
Well, it's just for the toast.
There have been lots of amazing and lovely things I've done, but there's also been a lot of negatives that have kind of just like brought it down a bit, and then that is ignoring all of the politics, which I very much try and ignore anyway.
While you're down your drink, I'll just quickly from Sarah. I'm back from the Zoom issues that don't need exploring at this juncture.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Well, we're always welcome. You're always welcome here, Sarah. We love having you here. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You're turning me into a demon.
A gremlin in some description.
Oh, yeah, could be demon, could be gremlin.
Went to
Who knows?
Fancy Forest this year. Fancy Forest was amazing. Great great event. Sci-fi weekend where I get to see the interviews. Amazing. Yeah, so many little outings and wonderful bands. Oh, finally got Placebo ticked off my list of bands to see. That's been a big one for a little while now. I think you might. They're different.
You've given yourself more than me.
Different shape.
Can you believe this?
Look at it. Mine goes in a honeycomb shape at the bottom.
Show that to the people.
Right. You can't see in like that goes in a
Show it.
honeycomb shape, so it's small at the bottom. So yours looks like this, and it is by a bit, but not by as much.
Oh, it is by a little bit. It is by a little bit.
Not by as much as you might think. Anyway, so I'm going to charge our glasses because I did want to do a quick toast.
Okay, we will do a toast.
We'll do a couple of toasts around
yeah.
this off.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe like giving it a 6 out of 10 feels like we're like putting this year down.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't think I've got enough left.
I'll go for my Pepsi. But yeah, I think for both of us, that is a massive improvement from the year before because both of us had really bad years the year before, didn't we? So 6 out of 10 is actually quite an improvement for us.
Yeah, broken arm, sick at Christmas, and lots of
family passings and just all kinds of awful stuff that kind of happens and.
What of course? Dottie dying.
That is a family passing.
By the way, let me bring up something kind of like nice, and that is that, and this is even before the toast began. But I was really proud that throughout Dottie's life, this dog, which was a rescue, which was she was very underweight when I first got her, and made up for that a lot over the next intervening years. To the point where I had to be very careful with the diet. But
she's a Labrador; she would just eat and eat and eat.
But regardless, she got to meet celebrities. She got video messages. She got audio messages from Peter Purvis wishing her get well soon when she was ill. The Blue Peter and Doctor Who legend. She was in a panto in a video recorded bit.
We had her like woofing in a bit in a.
Yeah, an audio play.
An audio play.
And she got all these experiences which like dogs don't commonly get to do, and they don't get to be involved in interviews with celebrities and stuff. She snored through interviews that you wouldn't believe.
She did.
And she did not have the quiet to snore. It was a we used to call it the whoop whoops. It sounds like Zoidberg. In fact, I think Zoidberg from Futurama nicked it from Dottie because Dottie was older than him as a character. But anyway. So now to have Willow here and have her dressed as a Mountie, something which we never got to do with Dottie, which I don't feel too bad because she had so many accolades and acclaims. To be able to get to do that with Willow means a lot. But you know, to the member of the Due South by Southeast team, no longer with us, to Dottie, to Willow in her stead, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
I was going to do a quick toast, if I may. Keep it
Ooh.
keep it glass there. As a friend of mine, got to interview him for my other podcast. Really lovely guy. 3 Living podcasts. I love the fact that I get to meet people. It can be fellow fans. It can be people I've been watching on TV since I was a kid, or it could be people with pans with Diamante diamonds stuck all over them, doing an impression of a Dalek. There's a guy called the Pan Man. He was famous for Britain's Got Talent, which you watched some of in the past.
I have watched it in the past.
Do you remember the Pan Man?
No.
Microphone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why I thought you could hear me, but yeah.
You can't talk into the glass and them hear you. You can talk. You can drink the glass, but not drink the glass. You can drink the drink. Anyway, regardless, he was at the Sci-Fi Weekend Day. He was doing his act, which is as I said, he got to like the finals of Britain's Got Talent.
He must have been good then.
Well, the thing is, to begin with, he had the Pan's head, and he did his silly impression, and he obviously, I think, did some songs and some silly bits as a silly Dalek impression, and a suit with little Dalek bumps put on it. Grey suit. It was fantastic. And then seeing him was at this event, I hadn't heard of him before, but I interviewed him. I go, "Oh, tell me all about that. Like, what was that like?" Jesus, getting Britain's Got Talent was one of the biggest show on TV at the time. Like, it got him loads of work by the sounds of it. They said, "What's it like getting to the final?" Like, and he goes, "Like, well, they go, it's like right." Or it might have been the semifinals, whatever it was. They go, it's like right, semifinals. We can get you kind of anything you want within reason, like yes, anything you want for your thing. He goes, well, anything. They go, he goes, I love it if you put diamonds around the kind of pan, because it was just a normal pan before. So some poor researcher or runner or whatever else, go for whatever you call them, must have spent a day just sticking on diamantes onto this pan for him to wear at the end. And he goes like, and my wife just about forgave me for the ruining her saucepan, because it was originally her saucepan which he'd worn. But he was a lovely guy. I would talk to him every time I saw him at Sci-Fi Weekend, always just catching up on what was going on. Did a DJ karaoke was the thing he started doing. It's basically karaoke with him. But sadly lost his fight with Bipolar, and that one kind of again at home this year with more further proof I'm neurodivergent forthcoming. Some of that struggle is real, and like it gets undermined a lot, but it's really difficult. And for him to have faced his struggle with such wit, and to be able to entertain so many people when he can't feel love for himself sometimes, and he struggles with that, and he struggles with self-worth. To have done that, I think, is truly incredible. Just taken from us too soon. And Martin Crofts, my friend, the Pan Man, rest in Pan, my friend. And Turney on who people have lost this year.
And anyone who's struggling as well.
Anyone struggling,
anyone who's
reach
struggling,
out, talk to someone.
please. Yeah, there's always going to be someone that will be there for you or listen to you, or you're never on your own. Even if it feels like it, you're never on your own.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas could be so many things to so many different people. It could be a great time, it could be an awful time, it could be a time of loneliness, it could be a time of happiness, whatever. If you're struggling, that's absolutely okay. Just because everyone else, it feels like, is out there celebrating, you'd be surprised how many people around you are struggling just like you. Just reach out and talk to people, and people will be happy to be there for you and to make sure you're okay and to make sure you're safe. Join communities like Due South. It's great. It's all full of lovely people who think towards hope, even times where it feels like it's hopeless. And I think that's the theme of this year's Christmas and New Year. Due South by Southeast in costume. Yeah, I'm going to finish that speech, and then I'm putting on my doggo wolf hat.
If nothing else, we will be here to put a smile on your face.
Someone screen grab this right now. If nothing else, I'm going to. Victoria, well said, agree, so true. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Tom Lissus. And thank you, all of you, for watching us again this year. This has been going a crazy long time. I think
so many years now.
Did I say 2017? It started.
Something like that. It's been a long time.
So we're actually 3 years off this 10th anniversary of a podcast covering 3 series of TV.
But we're not far off the end now. That's the thing. We're not far.
It does
off the
make me
end.
sad. I mean, we're on
Yeah.
3 of 4 series by American calendar.
What are we gonna do when we finished it?
I think we're gonna have to pick another series. I mean,
Yeah,
I've given serious thought
Yeah.
to a couple of contenders.
I know. We've talked about Northern Exposure and stuff.
Quantum Leap
and
as well.
Oh my
I
God,
think those
Quantum
are the
Leap is
2
so
which
good,
would be
so good.
the
Yeah.
chief ones. I think Northern Exposure would be a nice kind of Canadian tie-in because that was the end
Yeah.
of the end of the story. Did you ever watch any of it?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
it was madcap. It had its own sense of humor, but I
Yeah.
feel like it sort of did what Due South did. So I'm kind of tempted that should be our next one.
Mm.
But anyway, we are alongside our
Oh, we've got things to think about.
yeah.
eh? Things
So
to
now
think
we're
about.
ready to think about what we're going to do in 2030 when we get through every Due South.
You think it's going to take us that long to get through the rest of?
You're right. 2025, 2035. Anyway, Sarah Keck, watching Due South helps me more than I can say. Yeah.
And this isn't going to be
you're
the
amazing. I
end
love watching
either.
Due
Like when
South.
we do get to the end of like doing this, it's not like we're never going to watch anymore.
Oh God, no! We'll still do Due
We're
South
still going to
stuff.
watch
We'll still
it,
do
right?
Content. We'll still
It's
reach
such,
out.
Oh my God! It's just yeah.
Uh,
It's one of those programs, isn't it? You can't let it go.
but guys, even though actually it seems appropriate because you said you can't let it go,
We can't let it go.
whereas other people, when they're in the cold, much like in Due South, you know, when they're going through the wilds of Canada, and they go through the kind of like landscape which is, you might say, frozen, then they let it go. I mean, such a big what build like yeah, that definitely wasn't worth it. Anyway, right. So it's been Due South by Southeast for another year. We'll be back in January, and I think it's going to be January and then February. I think it's going to be. I've still got to solidify a date. I've still got to get everything set, but we are looking sometime early next year at Squee Fest, the 5th.
Yes, and we need to in January. It's going to be my birthday. Maybe we need to do like a birthday Due South.
Sounds good to me. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you have a happy new year. Again, I hope if you're on your own, you reach out to people, look out to local charities if you need to, look to your friends, look to your family, and look after yourselves. No matter what you might be doing, what you celebrate to Christmas,
What are those
to
words?
Kwanzaa,
What are
to
those
Hanukkah, to New Year, to all these different wonderful festivals, all these good times with friends and families, to time on your own if that's what you need right now, whatever it is. Have a great time. And finally, to Plant Sailing 01, have you seen there is a new UK rights holder? No, I did not.
We shall look into that.
I know there was something about there's some outtakes from different shows which have been bought by a Canadian company, which includes some Due South outtakes. But anyway, on that final note,
We'll look into that one.
Century 21. Anyway,
Century 20. Okay.
Anyway,
We're
thank
gonna
you
look
very much,
into it.
Plain Sailing. We are just wrapping things up, though. So, from Lieutenant Willow, from Diefenbaker Squee, and from
Mountie Michelle.
Come on, what's your full name?
Mini Mountie Michelle.
Thank
Are
you.
you gonna you're gonna make me say Mini? I mean, I'm almost the same height with the hat on. I'm almost the same height as you.
From Lieutenant Willow, from Detective Squee, and Widow Mountie Michelle.
Well
That
done,
was-
Willow. Well done for that.
Whoa, oh, jeez, my poor ears. I think that was her agreeing to yeah. Betty Minnie even. Michelle, if they had a compass and they wanted to point it in a certain direction until next month when we return again to their screens, say for this Christmas and for 2024, what direction would you say they should keep that compass pointed in?
Due south by southeast.